Again, welcome to NSFUSA 2024 podcast. I have my the recently ordained neutral analyst, Charles Yamo, and we're coming here to talk about Group D. It's a group that is it's explosive, but this video has been brought to you by Send, the fastest, reliable, secured and one of the best rates to send money to Nigeria, to your family, your loved ones, your friends in Nigeria, and to Africa in general. Again, the first $100 you spend, they give you $30. $30. I have tried it, it works. Just use the code NSFUSA 2024. Charles, welcome to this podcast.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Excited to talk about Group D. Let's get after it.
Group D always has our first of all, let's go to let our viewers see Group D and see how it goes. We have Dallas Eagles, Dallas Golden Eagles, Maryland 2, our favorite Boston Eagles, and we have Los Angeles Eagles. Um, First of all, let's start with LA Eagles. Thoughts?
Man, I wrestled with this one quite a bit. Because I respect LA Eagles as a squad. They brought a great team to Atlanta. Well, when they hosted in LA, they didn't do so. They didn't do so well in that tournament. But then when they came to Atlanta, fantastic squad. Unlucky to miss out on the next group due to goals difference. And then when they came last year to Chicago, that was just a tough group. Tough group with Dallas and Gazelle in there as well, and then the Ghanaian team. And so they were unlucky to miss out. Unfortunately for LA, they are in a similar situation this year. Another tough situation for them with some of the other teams in this group. So respectfully, I don't think they're going to make it out, but I don't think they're going to come last either. I think they're going to be very competitive. They're going to make it difficult for all the teams in the group. And I think when it's all said and done, we'll be saying the same story about LA that we have said the last couple of years. They just missed out.
Lack of experience or lack of just firepower?
Just bad luck, man. Just bad luck. They're a very good team. They play very fantastic football, but they just don't have the luck that comes, that those, little niggles here, little bounce here, favorable decision here or there. This is no slight to them at all because they're a good team. They just haven't had that luck to push them to the next level. In Atlanta, they had to perform a miracle to qualify for the next round. They almost did it. They were one goal short of it. In Chicago, they conceded a goal in the last minute that knocked them out of the group stages. So just recently, they have been unlucky. And I looked at the group and I really wrestled. I just couldn't see how they will come out of this group. I almost want to apologize to them because I just feel like they're going to be hard done by again. Like luck no go dey their side this year.
I think when you talk about luck too, there are some elements that come to it. We've always cried out early, try buy fitted jerseys, all those parachute jerseys we bring to tournaments. And I think from the records I'm seeing, LA hasn't changed jerseys since for over 12 years now. I may be wrong, but those parachute jerseys, you see players with six packs put on jerseys and they look like Nigerian politicians with big stomach,
Maryland is gonna be a little it's gonna be in the middle of fall season. It's gonna be a little bit chilly, high of 65. That baggy jersey, if it come in handy, but you just never know, man. I don't see how they'll do it, man. It go hard.
You had for this group. Okay.
Go hard.
Maryland 2. What are your thoughts about Maryland 2?
So Maryland 2, I was struggling between Maryland 2 and Maryland 1. I was saying, okay, maybe Maryland 1 will have too many stars and then they will have a clash of egos. Or Maryland 2 will not have enough players. They'll start grumbling, say they carry all the good players, go put for Maryland 1, and it will affect them a little bit. But then again, I was like, nah, majority of my experience when I used to take teams to tournaments, whenever I take two teams to a tournament, the second team, they go and play without pressure. They play with the first team has all the pressure. They are the ones that are supposed to do good. The second team, they just come there, say, will they come play, man? Will they come enjoy ourselves? And they all almost always end up having the better results than the first team. So I took that into my analysis because again, it's really hard to predict Maryland 1 and Maryland 2 because they are a combination of teams. But then I looked at the teams in Maryland that did not register for the tournament. Again, Bendel Insurance, some of the other higher performing teams in the NSL in Maryland there, and I'm figuring that those are going to be the ones forming the bulk of this Maryland 1 and Maryland 2. So if you have a team, Maryland 2, that's going to be playing a little bit stress-free, they are going to do well. They are going to do well in this group, and they are going to get out of this group.
Wonderful analysis. Let's go to Dallas Golden Eagles. What are your not painted Golden Eagles lenses? What are they saying?
So Dallas is these days are more of a tournament team. Is where they come out, is where they shine these days. But they have their issues as they are heading to Maryland as a team. They have some hurdles that they have to get across before they can compete amongst the elite. Whether they can get that gap closed between now and the tournament is up in the air. But I think they have enough. One thing about Dallas, they always have a very solid back line, a solid goalkeeper, solid back line, defensively astute team. What they do up front is a little bit different. So with that defensive astuteness, I think they are going to sneak out of this group as well with Maryland 2. So I think they are going to get out Maryland 2 with LA in third place.
And we always save the best for the last. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, family, all the people in Boston, Massachusetts, we love you. Don't take this personal. We're just doing our job as neutral pundits with scouts all over. Charlie, what are your scouts telling you about Boston?
When this tournament is over, Africa United and Boston Eagles will be comparing their records to see who conceded the most goals. I expect all three teams in this group to collect 3 points from Boston Eagles. Matter of fact, I think the winner of the group will be decided by the results of Dallas against Boston and Maryland 2 against Boston. So what both teams can do against Boston, if one can run up the score on them, that's who's going to win this group. I don't expect anything else from Boston other than to come in, participate, do fantastic. Shout out to Coach Ashley, always bringing the boys, bringing them in good spirits and making them compete. But I think this group is too much for them. It's just way too much for them. If they had Africa United in here with them, then maybe they would have had a game that they would have been able to compete in. I do not see them competing in any of these games.
Boston, still à vous, au revoir, packaged, ready to leave by 4:45 p.m. Saturday.
Yes, very correct. Very, very correct.
If you had to guess how many in the 3 games they're going to play, negative what goal difference?
I don't want to get that disrespectful. I don't want to get that disrespectful. No, but it's going to be between them and Africa United, Miami on most goals considered in this tournament. I would love for them to be able to prove me wrong because that's what makes tournaments great is upsets and underdog stories. But if going based on my analysis, those two teams are going to be cutting above their teeth when they come and play in this tournament. It go too much for them. It go too much.
Well, so between Dallas and Maryland, who is finishing first and second?
See, this was the one that this group was the hardest for me. All the other groups were pretty straightforward, but this group was the hardest for me. So when I was trying to see who will be first and second, I started looking at the schedule, who is playing who, when. So Maryland 2 is playing LA last. I think LA may still have something to play for in that game because they would have taken 3 points from Boston Eagles by then. So that game, Maryland versus LA, is going to be tough. Dallas is playing Boston then. because of the scheduling of the games, I think Dallas will win the group.
So Dallas first, Maryland two, second.
Correct.
LA third, and Boston fourth, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, so I'll start with the first one we talked about. We talked about LA Eagles. I think, you hit the nail on the wall. Hey, um, LA Eagles will finish third. There's no ifs, buts, or anything. LA would not get out of this group. They will finish a respectable third from this group. I don't think they have the capacity, the capability, and the talent level to get out of this group. And based on my scouting report, we should just leave it at the LA is going to be third. As regards Maryland, I think Maryland will have a very big pedigree. My prediction: this Maryland two team, by the end of group play, we will be saying this should have been Maryland one team.
Because they are going to be playing without pressure, man. That's what everybody would talk.
This Maryland two team should as well be Maryland one, because that's where you're going to see they're going to play without pressure. They're going to go there and they're going to show what they have. So I'm tipping Maryland, this team with home advantage, no pressure, and the players trying to prove a point. You know how this goes. Remember your Dallas team in Austin, where
Yes.
team two was busy
Yes.
strolling around and team one was, floundering, getting beaten by the same invisible Eagles in the round of 16. But I think Maryland two will finish first in this group. Dallas Golden Eagles, big ups. And the spite of 1 year, Coach Ima with his flowery top shirt, sandals, short knicker, oil all over his body, has proven that he's a good coach. Those days where you have Afia leading the team, and with all due respect, Charlie, you two leading the team, and taking all
Hey. I led the team to semi-final. And don't disrespect Coach Afia either. He did his thing with the boys.
You know what I said? I said with all due respect.
Hey, don't disrespect. That was a very young team.
Well, Coach Ima has, first of all, last year nobody gave Dallas a chance.
Yes.
They came from Austin. We saw how Dallas came in Austin. The team two did what they did. Team one wasn't that spectacular. But when they came to Chicago, the way Dallas, out of all expectation, went out of the group, I tipped them to get out of that group. They came out of the group. They went into the quarterfinals. I think they beat Atlanta. Is it 2-1? And they went into Indigo, and just the way they spanked Indigo left, right, center, even conked them on top and sent them packing with 4-0.
Yeah.
And they went into the final. And the finals, what I thought happened was they would have given Colin Stars a good match, but they got tired. The major players gassed out in that final game. So I think Dallas will finish second in this group to go play Chicago. And Maryland will finish first to play Invisible Eagles. As regard Boston Eagles again,
yes.
we come with love. We are lovers and we're not fighters. Boston Eagles, I try not to be this way, but I don't see any future for Boston Eagles in this group. Unfortunately, they won't survive this group again. They will lose, and they will lose, all their 3 games. We expect Boston Eagles to finish last in this group again, and it will be thanks for coming, Charlie, for Boston Eagles again. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. Unfortunately for Boston, they always look at it as perceived disrespect, and that we don't give them a chance to compete. But it's just history, man. Boston, even in Boston, they chop king for Boston when they hosted in 2016. Oh, I mean, sorry, 2017. They chop serious king there. You know, in Miami, in Miami in 2016, I took a team from Colorado to the tournament. They got their first ever win in tournament against Boston. It was 4-0. You know, so they have been cheerful givers for a very long time. You
You know,
know,
you talked about chance. We were not giving them a chance. Let them give us a chance. Don't give them a chance.
make the airports
Yeah,
shock us, shock us,
shock us.
surprise
Do,
us.
do something. Be the
Ah,
chosen.
ah.
Do something different. But you know, again, we have gone through the groups. Go on the comment section. Boston, please, again, it's out of love. Don't come with your boss and try finding us. We're hoping this year I will not be going to the hill trying to get your players to complete the last match. And we thank God Kinetic is not in this group. But again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Again, leave your comments. Let us know what you think. Are we right? Are our scouts right? Are our scouts wrong? Let us know. And again, thank you for joining us. This video was brought to you by Tap Send. Again, the most reliable official NSF USA money sending platform. So go in there, go check out Tap Send. Don't forget to use that code NSFUSA 2024 to get that $30 discount. Thank you very much, guys, and have a very good day, Charlie. We will meet in
All right.
Maryland, and you know, hopefully we'll come back and we'll have another episode. Maybe we'll bring Zico in to go through the quarterfinal stages and see your thoughts on who's gonna go, and we go through all of that, and we come
Well, if we bring
to
anybody else in, they may not agree with our
yeah, you
picks
know
for the
what? You're
for the
right.
quarterfinals,
We're
but
gonna
hey,
continue with our table and
but
see where it goes.
okay. All right, no
Okay.
problem.
Thank you very much and have a very good day. Bye bye.
All right, guys.